Hey everybody, it's Demon here. Thank you so much for tuning into the Demoncast YouTube channel. This is World Ease Session Diary 2, I think. Now I was supposed to record this 3 to 4 days ago, and I just now realized I forgot to do that, so I'm going to try to piece this back together because now my brain's numb. So where we last left our guys, they were trying to figure out how they were going to get all this gunpowder for free by possibly eliminating both factions, both Madame Ada's and Monsieur Hiram's factions. Now the group had told Hiram that, yeah, we'd go blow up Ada and we'll buy your gunpowder. When we started the game, Jack decided he wanted to pay a visit to Madame Ada. He befriended some lowlifes in town and got a little bit of an appointment with her. Went in to go speak to her. I basically said, yeah, we went and talked to this Hiram guy. We don't like him. He wants us to blow up your place. We're thinking something a little more profitable. Let's go. We're gonna go take his gunpowder. If you can help us, stage a bit of a distraction, and then we'll split the profits 50-50. And this does intrigue Madame Ada because that'd be super useful. But this also puts up red flags. If they're willing to betray Hiram, then they're obviously probably willing to betray her. So, in effect, she doubles her guard. Now, so the party actually follows through with this plan. They give notice, and Madame Ada's people start making trouble over by their warehouses. Everybody in Hiram's hacienda leaves. And they only have to fight a few guys. So the first guys up on the thing, basically they walked up and say, hey, come here. I'm like, no, your diplomacy check is not going to get them to stand down and stop being guards. But you can get them all clustered together. I'll let you do that. They took them out pretty quickly. Next, once inside of the hacienda, they had to fight two people who were standing in a doorway. Now that was a little more difficult because they have partial cover. I think it's partial cover, and they're pretty good shots. Dryas is virtually useless in this scenario. He's basically a big target, which is odd for him because he's got massively high AC, but these guys are hitting touch. He's got 10 touch. He's basically a moving target. Jack drops down on top of them, and Phil does something with puking out wasps, and he was enjoying how evil that was. So they get into the hacienda, and you hear people upstairs. And they're like, okay, well, I just send the wasp upstairs. Well, that's brilliant, because there was technically a guy waiting with a blunderbuss, waiting for them to peek their heads around. Instead, he got wasps. So this was going to go nowhere, so I had Hiram and the people that were up there try to break out a window where Phil, specifically, who has the gun, walks out the door, shoots the guy trying to get out the window. Try to do a bargaining thing. Hiram bargaining for his life, right? They're like, well, we already got you, so screw you. I'm like, can I just send Wasp up there? I'm like, yeah. Okay, you kill them with wasps. End of combat stuff. So they took out all of Hiram's people. took out Hiram and his hacienda guards who didn't go somewhere else. They got, it was 14 kegs of gunpowder and a bunch of other gold stuffs and stuff, just like $1,000 or 1,000 gold worth of stuff. And they're like, well, let's go tell Ada. And at this point they had apparently decided, let's not kill the other one and just take what we can get and go. I had them go into Ada's, meet with Ada, surrounded by guards because she didn't trust these people. And I had figured that if they were going to betray her, she had already set up a trap for them. A couple explosives under the table, or their side of the table, to soften them up a bit should they actually try to betray her. I was a little surprised they didn't, but yeah, they went like, we did this. We need a few more kegs of gunpowder. And she's like, if I give them to you, will you leave now? I'm like, sure. Drya's pushed for paperwork stating that Northerners can come down and purchase gunpowder from her specifically. She was fine with that once it was just a couple people and the other people were outside, so it was less of a we have power type thing, leverage thing. And then they left. And now Madame Ada now has control of that specific town and all the gunpowder coming out of it, which is interesting and might either come back to help or hinder them later on. They get on their airship. They start heading east to Ironhold, which is the same country that the Clash of Dragons campaign takes place in. They have their elf guy with them. I made this guy level 10. I basically said, hey, you have access to all level 10, or all spells, so like level 5 wizard spells. And he can do this without expending his magic type thing. He's a little weird. He doesn't have a lot of useful spells, but he can cast, given enough time, he can cast anything else as a ritual. He doesn't exist, but he's not a very effective NPC. I mean, he was hit once, he almost died, and other than that, he just threw a couple magic missiles. Which is great for a 10th level wizard. It's like 5 magic missiles, but they're only D4s plus 5, so I guess a minimum of 10 damage is how that works out. They're flying. And then if you remember the Clash of Dragons Session Diary 1, they released that giant wyvern. Well, this is where it catches up with these guys. These guys were actually running a little bit behind because of some issues we had, technical difficulties in scheduling over Christmas and whatnot. So they're finally flying east when they see this giant flying wyvern. And they're like, well, fuck. It flies past them, buffets them around quite a bit, and then they get attacked by wyverns. Wave of wyverns comes over. I think I only had 4 of them attacking. The wyverns didn't get all their full attacks like they normally would because they have to hang on to the side of this airship and can't really get in, so I figured whatever. They did a lot of grab a hold of an NPC character, gnaw on them till they faint, and we're going to pull them out, but the party never let them do that, which was kind of nice because I didn't really want to kill them. I kind of liked them. There was some fun stuff with confusion bombs from Phil, and just despair thing from Jack, and just kind of debuffs on these things. We had a situation where one of them was confused and had to bite the other one, and the other one was blind and confused, and it just spiraled down to the ground. It was they killed the monsters not by hitting them very hard, but by confusing them and causing them to like attack each other. It was great. Gabriel timidly tried to save himself with his violin. His violin gets crushed and he cries over that. And combat over. They repair Gabriel's violin. They healed their mechanic who was dead on the ground. And I think at that time... Okay. The ship was going down because wyverns had torn holes in the blimpy part that keeps the ship aloft. So Shawin's gearing up and going up there. Jack decides to go up there with her, which is good. Edward's going to have to do that. He tells Dryas, here's how you work this. Just keep this arrow from going too far into the red and too low into the green, stuff like that. I give Dryas a perception check. He rolls a nat 1, which is still pretty good, but not good enough. So I'm like, you're going down hard. And he had some fate points, which were a thing I tried but didn't really like, that he had left over, so he burned all those, getting it so he didn't crash the ship. As this thing is going down, they hit the ground. They're going to have to spend the night on the ground while Shawin tries to repair this thing. And so I have them set up watches. And nothing's really going to happen, but it lets them talk to each other. And Phil kind of bugs the elf guy a little bit. They realize he doesn't sleep. Bug Edward a little bit. And Gabriel and Dryas had a talk. Dryas is like, listen, you're kind of a coward. You need to start trying. Just trying to like, hey, we can't vouch for you if you don't even try hard. It's like, okay, I'll try. I'll try. So it gets to Phil's turn. Phil's like, hey Phil, you hear rustling in a tree. Oh, I look over in the tree. Well, there's something rustling in the tree. I shoot it. I'm like, okay. You shoot it with a bomb? Yes. You kill a lizard. You wake up everybody. Actually, Jack sells. Oh, and you wake up everybody. And Gabriel runs out going, I'm going to try. They spend a few minutes laughing over that. And then they're like, okay, we're glad you're going to try, but you really need to work on your battle cry. They get the ship taken off in the morning, and they're flying, and they get over a town, and they realize that the Inagi, which are the black things with red eyes that devolve into little soul gem things, have taken over a small town, which is not good. It's like, hey, these guys still exist. They're still a problem. Just letting you know. They get to Berkhamsted, and both crew members are going to want to get off the ship, and I have this planned out, but Dryas is like, okay, you guys gotta stay on the ship. And they're like, oh. We had to cut it shortly after that. One thing is, Jack did like a flip off the thing and scared the shit out of the dock workers that pulled the ship down. There was the thing where like, okay, we hooked up your ship, give us a few coins, and Phil's just like, I give him a rock. Thank you. And gone, and it's just like, okay. They learn to stay away from the East because the East has Valos problems that will be discussed in the session review 3 of Clash of Dragons. And they went shopping. And that's pretty much it. This would have been a lot better if I remembered to do it, I don't know, 3 days ago. But, yeah, thank you.